Hey everybody, welcome to the video that I finally got around to filming. Well, actually, I filmed this a few days ago and I realized just how much research needed to be done, so I'm filming it a second time. I hope you guys don't mind. Either way, it's finally time to put this character into the spotlight. Know who he is? Have you ever seen him? Heard of him? Anything? Because he's being referenced more and more recently, and it's really weird. But this guy right here, that is Anpanman. Yeah, have you heard of him now? Well, if you're a BTS fan, then chances are pretty good that you have heard of him because there's a song called Anpanman, and if you didn't know that, well, welcome to the BTS fandom. All joking aside, we really need to talk about where this came from. See, Anpanman is a main character in a kids TV show called Sore Ike Anpanman, or Let's Go Anpanman. He's been part of many childhoods for a really long time. Like, seriously, the original author created a picture book series in 1973, and he continued that up until his death in 2013. On top of that, the show started in 1988, and it hasn't stopped since. Like, it's still going. This TV show is still considered one of the most popular animes in Japan, which is absolutely insane when you consider just how many shows are out there. And when I say this character is everywhere, I mean he's everywhere. There's toys, there's clothes, movies, video games, you name it, he's been there, done that. He's been on snacks, he's been in live action performances, and I've even met him at least once in my childhood. Just don't judge me, okay? I had a phase. I liked him. I wanted to go meet him. Don't judge me. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Let's talk about Anpanman and who or what he is. Given how strong the visual novel audience is in this community, I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that most people know what Anpan is. If not, it's a piece of bread with red bean paste in it, and it's pretty much a staple of Japanese life. As some of you can probably guess, Anpanman is a superhero made of Anpan. And yeah, I'm serious. He was created by a baker named Jamu Oji-san, which is Mr. Jam, and his wife Batako-san. So we have jam, butter, and of course our dog is named Cheese too. What did you expect? It's a kid's show. And what would a kid's show be without a villain? Well, I'm glad you asked because I'd like to introduce to you Baikinman and Dokin-chan. Baikinman is literally translated to Bacteria Man, and he's an alien who's hell-bent on spreading bacteria and viruses by using an army of bacteria and mold. I'm not joking, that's exactly what he does. But also, he has an adorable sidekick whose name is Dokin-chan. And her name comes from Doki, which is an onomatopoeia for like a heartbeat. So something cute makes your heart stop. Yeah, I see you over there, Doki Doki Literature Club. All right, anyways, that's pretty much what Dokin-chan is all about. My favorite thing about these two characters specifically is that they're voiced by Ryusei Nakao and the late Hiromi Tsuru. So some of you might be familiar with those names. If not, it's actually the people that voiced Frieza and Bulma, but of course Hiromi Tsuru passed away recently, so her character is probably going to be replaced, but it's still really cool to know that Frieza and Bulma are doing the main villains in this adorable kids TV show.
素敵。私も一緒にお芝居してみたい。白玉様と。白玉様。さあ、早速行動開始よ。Baikinman.
So we have a few key characters in place, but we still don't know what Anpanman does and the risks that are involved in foiling Baikinman's schemes. Well, like any good superhero, Anpanman has some signature moves, and those are the Anpunch and Ankick. What did you expect? It's a kid's show. I mean, it's a punch and a kick. That's all you're gonna get, okay? So let's be honest. With moves like that, Anpanman has to be unstoppable, right? Well, no, he's actually kind of weak when you think about it. See, his weakness is getting dirty or wet or soggy or anything like that. And it pretty much saps him of all his energy if he gets a piece of his head eaten, which sometimes he'll give to people to let them revitalize their energy, but whatever, it's okay, because he can have his head replaced by Jamoji-san, and that's it. He'll just get a new head baked, they'll swap out the old one, and he'll be as good as new. Yeah, this is definitely Japan that we're talking about. It's pretty morbid when you think about it. And of course, like any other superhero, Anpanman has a lot of characters who help him on his journey, and about 90% of them are food-based. But let's see, the main ones are Currypanman, you have Shokpanman, which is like loaf bread man, you have Melonpanna, which is melon bread, you have Tendonman, and then you have Omusubiman, who's like a rice ball samurai, and then you have Hamburger Kid, because America, I guess. And then lastly, I can't believe I forget about this character, but his name is Hamigakiman, which is like toothbrush man. He fights your cavities. It's a kid's show. They teach you things. What did you want me to tell you? In all honesty, I could go on about the characters for a really, really long time because this anime has been going on for over 30 years. So forgive me if I forget a couple, because this show back in 2009 won a Guinness World Records for most characters in an animated TV show, and the show's not over yet. All right, let's get back on track. Why in the world is a South Korean pop group singing about Anpanman? I mean, he's a big deal, of course, but we're talking about Korea. Well, the reason why is because he's been shown in several other countries. We have South Korea, India, Sri Lanka, China, and many, many other countries. It's actually pretty amazing when you take a step back and think about all the children who have been impacted by this kids show that just randomly came out from Japan. And what blows my mind even more is that the creator of the show actually made it because during World War II, he was so hungry and desperate for food that he would actually have dreams about Anpan. I mean, is that not the purest inspiration for a kids show? And plus, how would you know that something like that would bring you worldwide success? It's crazy. When you think about where life can take you, it's absolutely crazy. So while BTS may be the one that influenced me to think about this particular topic and character and deep dive into it, there's another show that has a really, really big nod to Anpanman, and I think it's overlooked by most people. If you're not familiar with Anpanman, it's easy to see why this would go over your head, but take a look at Saitama from One Punch Man and let me know if you see any similarities. Here and here. Anything? Anything at all? It's pretty obvious, right? So we have Saitama, who looks pretty much like Anpanman with an inverted color scheme, but this show takes it even one punch further, I guess if you want to say so, because the title of the show, One Punch Man, is abbreviated in Japanese as Wanpanman, which sounds suspiciously a lot like Anpanman, if you ask me. So when you take a step back and look at it, it's really amazing to see how this random kids TV show has impacted so many different people in so many different ways. I just couldn't help but talk about these connections and share a little bit more of my childhood with you guys. I mean, I had so much fun looking back at this show and researching it to give you guys some information about this character that probably some of you have never heard of, but I hope you guys enjoy it for what it is. So that's it for my first episode, where I tell you guys about a kids anime TV show that made it into a K-pop song and also got a nod by one of the strongest anime heroes of all time. If I do say so myself, Saitama's pretty OP. But either way, I would love to know what you guys think about this. I'm still playing with the idea. I don't know how exactly I'm going to film it or what I'm going to do, editing, all of that. I may even film this video another time and you may never even see it, but hopefully you guys do. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about the video, if you thought it was interesting, if you think I should dive deeper and provide you guys with more information. Anything like that is appreciated because I am having a lot of fun with this. I enjoy trying something different, doing a different editing style, and just expanding my horizons when it comes to stuff like this, and also letting you guys see a little bit more about who I am as a person, what my childhood was, what other people's childhoods may be, you know, overseas, and you may be able to appreciate something that you didn't even know existed just a little bit more. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play.